mode.
Good morning, everyone. Scott Earhart here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Do want to thank you all very, very much for taking time out of your busy day to join us. We do greatly appreciate it. I think you're going to find this time very, very valuable this morning. We've got a great presentation from American Equity today on an industry-leading product with a 10% bonus, as well as some great placement ideas and sales ideas that American Equity has to offer. In order to present that to you, we have one of our internals, or our internal, on the line with us, Miss Whitney Gramlich. Whitney, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Thank you so much, Whitney, for taking time for us today. Very excited to see what American Equity has teed up for us here. Just a couple things will happen before we do hand it over to Whitney. First, I want to start with some housekeeping items. Our phone number is on the top left-hand side of your screen. That number is 800-255-5055. If there's anything we can be doing here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services to assist you in growing your business in the life and fixed annuity markets, please do not hesitate to give a call. We'd absolutely love that opportunity. Second is I will launch a polling question or two throughout the presentation today. If you would please take the time to participate in those polls. They are all yes or no questions, so very, very easy to participate in. We do appreciate everyone's feedback there. And then finally, I'm sure there will be questions throughout the presentation. Please take the time to type them into the questions box provided to you on your screen at the end of the presentation. We will take time to answer those. Any questions you have of me or of Whitney, we will certainly try to answer those to the best of our ability. With that being said, let's get into a couple intro slides before we get started, and then we'll get it over to Whitney. First slide that we're going to look at is about our life and annuity academies. We host life and annuity academies about 4 times a year, and we are done for 2016, but we are beginning to compile interested parties for 2017. So as I talk about our life and annuity academies, and just kind of, I'll speak in very in generalities about it as we don't have dates yet, but I will launch a poll asking you if you'd like more information about an upcoming academy. If you respond yes to that poll, what's going to happen is you'll receive an email with some information about our academies, and that will also put you onto our interested parties list, so you will be the first individuals notified on when we do set dates for 2017. What happens in our life and annuity academies is we want to make it absolutely worth your while to be there. So we don't want to do a dog and pony product show. We want to make it sales and marketing oriented, give you new sales ideas and closing techniques, give you new marketing ideas to help you meet more prospects. In order to do that, we'll bring in individuals from our internal staff, myself, Mark Raymakers, who is our life director, Matt Neal, our creative director. Will all be there to present to you things that we do internally here at IAMS to make your sales process go smoother, to help you see more people and increase your closing ratio with different sales ideas and closing techniques. Also, we will bring in our executive and ownership team in Steve Murray and Charles Hiring. Steve and Charles, very unique thing about working with IAMS is you will have access to the decision makers here at IAMS, and Steve and Charles do want to get to know you and get to know your business in order to make sure that we are tailoring your experience here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services as best we can to make you as successful as possible. We do bring in individuals from different carriers, such as American Equity, to present to you on their products and where they fit. And one thing that we do ask when we bring in carriers is that they not only bring you their product, but a sales idea with that product, so you can see a niche that could fill and how specifically that product will do it. And then what I think is the most beneficial about our life and annuity academies, and I think anyone who's attended one would agree with this, is we'll bring in at least 4 of our sales coaches from throughout the country to present to you. Now, in order to be a sales coach through insurance agency marketing services, not only do you have to be able to talk the talk, but you must be able to walk the walk. All of our sales coaches are multiple top producer escape qualifiers. So these are individuals that produce millions and millions of dollars in annualized business on a consistent basis. They will show you exactly what it is they do in their daily business that makes them so successful and give you the ability to take that information home and implement it in your own business. With that being said, we're going to move on from this slide. So if you haven't taken the time to just click yes or no on the polling question, we would certainly appreciate your participation there. Okay, poll is now closed. Thank you everyone who did participate. We are qualifying for a incentive trip right now, our Caddies and Casinos trip. If you'd like more information on how to qualify for that, please don't hesitate to give a call. I'd love to chat with you about that. I mentioned Matt Neal earlier. He is our creative director, and I want everyone to be aware that here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, we do have an in-house creative team. Everything that you can have done at a PR firm or a graphic design firm, we can do here for you at IMES to help you with your branding, to help you with your SEO and online marketing, to help you with traditional marketing outlets such as radio or television. We can help you with that here, and we can do it for you in a much more cost-effective manner than what you're probably paying now. If you'd like to learn more about how IMES Creative works and what we do for producers, see samples of the work we've done, please give Matt Neal a call here in our office. He'd love to chat with you about that. My favorite slide in all of the intro slides that we do, Easy Money Now. All I'm going to talk about here is putting money back into your pocket, and I'm going to start on the right-hand side with marketing reimbursement. Our marketing reimbursement is some of the most lucrative in the industry. Rough numbers are for every $100,000 in fixed indexed annuity premium you place through IMES, we're going to put $200 into your marketing reimbursement account. So that in and of itself is very, very lucrative to you. What makes our marketing reimbursement, in my opinion, so competitive in the IMO space is how accessible we make it. We're not going to put a lot of restrictions on your marketing reimbursement account. We do consider it to be your money. So what that means is we're not going to cap your account. You can grow it as large as you'd like to. We're not going to make you roll that account out within a certain time frame. So it doesn't have to be cashed out annually or quarterly, anything like that. It's your money to use when you need it. And then we don't put very many restrictions on vendors that you can use. Again, we consider this to be your money. So with that in mind, if you have a vendor that you've used for marketing, we certainly want to partner with you in continuing that relationship. So we're not going to tell you you have to use only this vendor for this or that vendor for that. It is your money, and we want you to utilize it as such. Before I move on from marketing reimbursement, a tagline that one of our top producers gave me a while ago is he looks at marketing reimbursement as an override on business that he's writing with IMES, and I think that's a great way to think about it. It's an override on the premium that you're already writing. So please take advantage of it. If you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account, or if you'd like to learn a little bit more about how the program works, I'd love to have that conversation with you. Jumping over to the left-hand side of your screen, our Referred Producer Program, we call it Referred Producer Money, or RPM. Our business here on the wholesale side of things is very, very similar to yours out there in the field, in that one of the best leads we're ever going to obtain is a referral from one of our valued clients, or you, our valued producer. So we want to make it worthwhile for you to refer other individuals to us, and we do that by offering you a $50 bonus when you refer an individual over and they choose to license. No strings attached there. They pick up a license through IMES. We're going to send you a check for $50. Now, where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, we're going to give you a 20 basis point override on that business. Steve and Charles cut those checks at least quarterly, and they do sign checks every quarter for thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's been a very, very lucrative program for many individuals who've referred producers over to us. If you'd like to take advantage of the referred producer program, please feel free to type in the name and any contact information you have for your referral into the questions box, and I'll do the best I can to get them referred over and get you on your road to earning some RPM dollars. That being said, I want to look at an annuity alternative now. I know the presentation that we're about to look at is going to be annuity based, but we'd be amiss if we didn't talk about a very lucrative annuity alternative in single premium life. As I talk about single premium life as an annuity alternative here, I'm going to launch our second polling question of the day, asking you if you sell single premium life, and really asking you if you'd be interested in receiving information on how it's a viable annuity alternative. One thing that I think you will find about insurance agency marketing services internally here is Mark Raymakers and our life team are probably some of the most knowledgeable individuals in the industry about single premium life. Percentage-wise, it's been our largest growth sector in our business the last couple of years, and there's a big reason why for it. There's a lot of what I call dead assets out there. We've all sold that annuity in the past where a client is getting ready to retire and they say, Scott, I'm going to need this for income here in a few years. And now we get, 9-10 years down the road and we're out of surrender charges and they don't need it for income. They didn't utilize it in the way they thought that they were going to. And that is now a dead asset, and it's a dead asset for a lot of reasons. It's not helping the client any because it's sitting there earning, current rate. It's not helping the beneficiaries on that policy at all because that's going to be a taxable event when it passes on to them, and it's not helping you, the advisor, because more than likely you're not making any commission on or any fees on that asset. With the simple stroke of a pen and moving it into a single premium life policy, you can really make that a more viable asset for the client's goals, in that it's going to give them an increased face amount with the death benefit. Clients will still have access to that policy as that policy's cash value. Also, in many states, that death benefit can be accelerated out for long-term care needs or confinement needs to your client. It will pass to the beneficiary in a tax-free manner, and it will generate a new commission for you. So a lot of reasons to be talking about single premium life. And also, we are here in October, the largest CD renewal month of the year. I know a lot of clients have their CD money that's just renewing and renewing. Single premium life may be a very viable alternative there as well. So if you'd like more information about single premium life, please click yes, and we will certainly get that out to you, and the life team will follow up with a phone call to see what we could be doing to assist you there. I'm going to go ahead and close down this poll, so thank you to everyone who did participate there. And with that being said, Whitney, that's going to bring me to the end of my introductory slides. So I'm going to hand control over to you, and I believe you should have it now.
Do you see it?
Give me 1 second. Ooh. I do see it.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Happy middle of the week. Also, I'm excited because this week is the Major League Baseball playoffs. And being a diehard Cubs fan, I keep telling myself this is going to be the year. So I'm crossing my fingers that Friday night we take game 1. So with that, I just want to mention I'm Whitney Gramlich. I am here at the home office of American Equity, as we like to call it, the center of the universe here in Des Moines, Iowa for insurance. Since everywhere you turn in Des Moines is another insurance company. So today's presentation, what I want to go over with you is one of the top products that we have here at American Equity. It's our longest running product. and it's best suited for your clients that are looking for the highest possible income. And this product is strictly for clients that are looking for guaranteed income and not worried about the accumulation. It's just the money that they'll never run out of. This is the product for them. I'm also going to go over some marketing ideas to help grow your business and what is free out on our agent website for you to use as a marketing tool, and also go over a few other housekeeping items. So with that, I want to turn your attention to the bonus goals. Now, this product is not available in every state. So if you come from a 1010 compliant state such as Texas, Oklahoma, Ohio, states of that nature, then this product is not the product for you, since this is a longer than 10-year product. And again, this product is just for someone who's looking for the highest guaranteed income. This product gives your client a 10% premium bonus on all first-year premiums received. So on day one, they get 10%. So if your client gives us, to start their contract, $100,000, on day one, we will give them a $10,000 bonus. So they're already starting off at a great rate compared to what their money could return in the market. So that 10% counts in both buckets, the one for their contract value and then for their income account bucket. So that 10%, it is a flexible premium product. So within that first year, if they want to contribute more money to this account, they will get another 10%. All of our products here, except for our MIGAs and our SPIAs, are flexible premium products. All of our products are also very RMD friendly, which is great, and it doesn't penalize you, the agent, or the client. And this is for both qualified and non-qualified. It goes up to age 80. Now, you see on the minimum initial premium, we did increase it from $5,000 to $10,000 back in May. So if you have someone that has under $10,000, let's say maybe $8,500, and you want to put them in the bonus goals, I strongly encourage you to fill out a potential business form and submit it in before you fill out our application paperwork. This will give us here at the home office time to look over it and either approve it or request more documentation. It's just a mini suitability form. Anytime that you have something that's under the minimum or over the maximum premium, or if you question if the client's financials will pass suitability, always fill out that potential business form. It is available out on our agent website, and you will get an answer within 24 hours once you submit it into our suitability department. So I strongly encourage you to look at that. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, the surrender charges. People, once they see it starts off at 20%, they freak out. But again, I strongly want to tell you that if your client is just looking for guaranteed income where they never run out of money, then the surrender charge penalty should not play a factor in this product. Your client will always have access to their money. Starting in year 2, they can take out 10% penalty free every year starting in year 2. Another great item about our products here at American Equity are the 2 free built-in riders for your clients that are under age 75 at the time the policy is issued. And those 2 free riders are our nursing care rider and our terminal illness rider. Now, it varies by state, but normally for the nursing care rider, it's 100% penalty-free withdrawal after the 3rd contract anniversary if the annuitant is confined to a qualified nursing care center for 90 consecutive days, and confinement begins after the 3rd contract anniversary. So basically, starting in the 4th year, if they have already been confined to a nursing care center, they can take out 100% penalty-free withdrawal. Now, this will vary per state. Now, some states, such as California, it's only 50%, and some other states like Michigan and Georgia, it's only 20%, along with Pennsylvania. But every other state that I did not mention specifically is 100%. Now, for the terminal illness rider, every state but Florida can take out 75% penalty-free if the initial diagnosis is made after the first contract anniversary. The terminal illness is any disease or medical condition which will result in death within 1 year. Now, the diagnosis has to be made by a qualified physician that is licensed to practice here in the United States and who is not the annuitant, contract owner, or member of either family. So for this one, starting in year 2 is where they can take out 75% of their contract value. Now, for Florida, for the terminal illness, it's 100%. So again, I strongly want you to look at the bonus goals product guide. I apologize, I totally lost my train of thought there. I have ADD, so if you say squirrel, I'd be gone. But with that, with the bonus goals, it is a great product for anyone that is looking for the highest guaranteed income. And with that, I want to turn your attention to the different income riders that we do have here at American Equity. We are still one of the few companies left that still offer your clients a no-fee income rider. Now, if the client is looking for, like I said, the highest guaranteed income, then with the bonus goals, you would pair it with option 3, which is our 6% income rider. That would give your client the highest possible income, and it would help them with that 10% bonus to achieve that high payout rate. Now, the fee on option 3 is 90 basis points. And something that's different at our company is we take that annual fee out of the contract value side, never out of the income side. Why? We want your clients to have the highest possible income, and that is why we always take it out of that contract side. Now, on option 3, as you see at the bottom left of the page, it says the IAV, the income account value period, is 5 years. It will grow for 5 years. So this one is if somebody wants to maximize their income within 5 to 10 years. So it rolls up at 5 years, or for 5 years, and if they are not ready within that 5 years to turn on that income, they can do a reset and have it grow for another 5 years for a total of up to 10 years of total growth. After the 10th year, and this goes for the other ones, after the initial roll-up period of 10 years of growth and they have not turned it on, it will stop rolling up at 6%. And if the policy is still in force, they'll still have access to those funds, so they can turn it on at any time. Just to let them know that after 10 years of growth, it stops growing if they have not turned it on. Now, when they do a reset, the only thing that will change is the fee. We will always, they are locked in at that 6% rate or the 5.5% or the 3%. They're locked in at that. But anytime they do a reset, it's when we can change the fee. And as of right now, we have not changed the fee when clients have done a reset. So that's just something to keep in mind with our income riders. And the one that we're seeing a lot of agents actually select, because many of our clients are coming from the money market, from variable annuities, and they absolutely want no fees. Option 1 is the majority of what we are seeing agents and clients select. Now, this one rolls up at 3%. It will grow for an initial period of 10 years with an option to do a reset and have it grow for another 10 for an option for a total roll-up of 20 years of growth. That rolls up the same length as option 2, which is the 5.5%. Now, if you have a client that wants protection if they can't perform 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living, then option 4 and 5 is for them. Now, there's only 41 states that have our well-being rider. So Illinois, Missouri, California, they do not. So make sure when you request the Lifetime Income Benefit Rider brochure, you select your state that you're going to be doing business in, because now our brochures are state specific. So if you do come from a state that does not have the well-being rider, on the disclosure page, you will not see that option now, so which is outstanding, because beforehand, anybody from all states would be able to see all of our options, and that would confuse agents and clients because they see that option 4 and 5 is available for them, but it's really not. So we finally heard everyone complain about that, so we've updated our brochures. So with option 4 and 5, this helps them. This helps the client if they can't perform 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living. There is an initial waiting period of 2 years. The 2 years is from when the policy is issued, not from when the policy is, or the income rider is turned on. So if the policy is issued today, it'll be 2 years from today they can activate the well-being rider. Now for the well-being rider, if it's a single payout, it will double their payments for up to 5 years of care. For joint payouts, it's 150%. And one thing to keep in mind about our well-being rider is you do not have to be confined to a nursing care center in order for the well-being rider to be activated. You can be in your home just as long as you can't perform 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living. Now, another thing to keep in mind is whoever needs it first on the joint gets it. It's a one-time use only item. You can't use it for a couple of years. You're all of a sudden better, and then later on you need it again. You do not have the remaining years left. So that's just something to keep in mind, especially if you have a couple that has non-qualified funds. See about splitting the funds into 2 policies, one for the husband, one for the wife, and putting the well-being rider on for both of them. Then that way they are ensured that they have that well-being option for both of them. Now with our income riders, at the point of sale is when you elect which option you want. When the client is ready to turn on income, that is when the client decides if they want a single payout or a joint payout. So that's just something to keep in mind with our options here at American Equity. And option 6 at the bottom right is one of our newest riders that we recently rolled out earlier this year. It's totally different because all of our other products, all of our other options are guaranteed income with a set roll-up rate. Well, option 6 is an indexing income option. So it's based on how the contract value performs. So if you have them in the monthly point-to-point, whatever the contract returns for that year, that will be multiplied by whatever product you have them in. So if you have them in the bonus gold, let's say it returned 2%. So 2 times 400, that would get dumped into the income account side. Now for non-bonus products such as Traditions Gold with our highest rates but no bonus, that is a 200% multiplier. Now something to keep in mind is those multipliers that you see, they are just guaranteed for 1 year. So just like our rates and caps, we could adjust them, we could decrease them at anniversary. And another thing about option 6 is your client needs to be okay with seeing some zeros because some years contracts don't see a return. So option 6 would be best suited for somebody that already has guaranteed income in place, such as another indexed annuity or a pension. Also, option 6 is great if you have a client that may want to try their hand at the stock market but doesn't want to lose their money, and they're fine with seeing some zeros. So this would be great to try and see if they can maximize, to see if they can get higher than our roll-up rate of return each year. So that's just something to keep in mind. Option 6 is available in all states except for New York. It does have an annual fee of 90 basis points. Another difference about option 6 compared to the rest of them is it really does not have a roll-up period. The first 10 years, it will roll up with a minimum that the multipliers can go down to on either non-bonus or bonus products is 100%. After 10 years, if the client has still not turned on income with option 6, the minimum the multiplier can go down to is 50%. So this is just another option that we've decided to get our hands into. But if you do have a client that strictly just wants that guaranteed income and doesn't want any attachments like a well-being rider, then look at options 1 through 3. Those are the best options for them. And with this, you see our real benefits chart. And at the bottom left of the screen, in parentheses, it has a date of 9/30. That is every year when we update this. So within the next week or two, we will have the new real benefits piece available. So there should be an email that will go out to the field to let you guys know when the real benefits piece has been updated with the 2016 numbers. And if some of you have never seen this before, this is what we're now calling our billion-dollar marketing piece. This is a great piece to show a client when they're still kind of on the fence about index annuities from what they're hearing from their family or those financial so-called gurus that they see on TV. This is a great piece to show what they would have earned if they were in the markets and when the markets went down with the annual reset. So one of the pieces that we're telling agents to use is have the client circle the 4 best years on this graph. Usually it's the high points on the red line, since that indicates the S&P 500. But for you, the agent, you should circle the 4 worst years on that red line. Reason? When the red line went down and people were losing their money, if they were in an index annuity during those times when the stock market went down, they wouldn't have lost a dime. So basically, it's sleep insurance, where your clients never have to lose sleep when the markets go down. Their money is safe. And especially during the 07, 08, 09, during the financial crisis, when everyone's 401ks turned into 201ks, you could point out that they wouldn't have lost anything during those 3 years. So this is a great piece, and we've actually had clients, or not clients, but agents tell us that they've used this to sell other competitors' products. Granted, that's fine, but we would really like you to sell for American Equity. But this is just a strong piece to get through to your clients to show them how an index annuity works. And the difference between ours and our competitors with this real benefits piece is this is a true life policy here at American Equity. It was a former employee of ours who has since retired, and every year we update it. And trust me, the beginning of August, we have agents calling in to know how much longer until we update this piece. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for when this new one rolls out here in the next week or two. And with that, I really want to stress, go out to our agent website and take a look at our ad slicks. They are free to use out on our agent website, and it is another great advertisement and marketing tool to attract more business to you. We have it broken down into 2 main categories, product and generic. So generic is going to be our real benefits piece, like you see at the bottom left, and our products are, you can get Foundation Gold and a flyer, Bonus Gold. You can do a postcard campaign that says, contact me and I'll let you know how you can get an extra 10% on your money. Now, we don't have the postcards on the website, but if you truly do want to do a postcard campaign, contact me here at the home office and I will be able to work with our communications department. What we do here is once we receive the form from you that's filled out with which item you want, and if you want your name, phone number, address, business, email address, or website, you can even get your company's logo or picture on this item. And we will put it together. We send you a secured document where you approve it. And then once you approve it, we send it back out to you in the set size that you want. And then you can take it to your local print shop and get it printed. Now, I strongly encourage you to go out and look at this because I do work with an agent up in Northwest Iowa who she was deciding on doing a postcard campaign. She was working with graphic designers, and it was costing a lot of money for her. I told her to go out and look at these ad slicks, and she did the Bonus Gold one, and she sent it out to her list that she obtained, and she actually went from a $500,000 producer to almost a $2 million producer doing this postcard campaign. So I strongly encourage you, if there's a certain product that you want to do, or if you want to focus on how American Equity is very strong with being an American-owned and operated company, we do have one a postcard that does say American owned and operated. With the elections coming up and with one of them that says, let's make America great, this is a great piece to use as well. But also with that, as you can see here with the real benefits, if you do seminars, you can use this, get it customized with your information on it, and use it as a placemat. Even if you don't do seminars, if you want to get this customized and handed out to potential clients, this is a great talking piece as well. So this is one of the ones that we're seeing a lot of agents use is the real benefits. And the other marketing piece that we're seeing a lot of agents start to use now is what's your risk. Both of these are available out on our agent website, or you can contact IAMS and we can get a supply order out to you. But this piece you can also get customized, and your information would go on the right-hand side just below where it says bank. And it's a great item to show your client if they still don't know how much risk they're willing to take. Do they want to be with the stocks and mutual funds where they have a possible growth, but also have a possible loss and also have a lot of fees? Or do they want to be in the middle of the road or something that's super safe like sleep insurance with index annuities? So again, we have a lot of great marketing pieces out on our agent website. So if you are appointed with us, please feel free to go out to our agent website and take a look at these great marketing tools. If you do need assistance out on our website, because we have updated it, it finally looks like the 21st century now. We finally commenced Mr. Noble. The internet is here to stay. So we've updated it and it looks like 21st century now. So we do have our Ready app where you can do online applications, fill it all out and submit it in to us without having to print out the documents. You can also look up your book of business now and see everything that our service department sees. So you'll be able to see what allocations you put your client in, how much penalty-free withdrawal they have left, and what contract year they're in. You can also see if your client has made any changes to their contract, whether they've changed their beneficiary or if it was anniversary time and you were unable to meet, they can go out onto the client website and change their allocations. Any changes that your client makes out on the website, you will receive notification on. Otherwise, if they call in and do it, then we will send out a letter to let you know. And also, as an agent with American Equity, this year is winding down. I can't believe it's already October, but there's still 3 months to qualify for our great Gold Eagle program. And with the whole DOL looming, we don't know how much longer we will have this great agent program available. So I strongly encourage you, if you are close to making $1 million in paid production this year with American Equity, try and push a little harder to get over that because you get great discounts on shipping. You get Staples Advantage that will give you great office discounts. And we also give you an invitation to our Gold Eagle Producer Forum in Vegas, where we pay for your hotel stay and you fly out. And it's just basically a training where it's a great networking time that you get to meet our top agents. Our top 15 agents usually speak and tell everyone how they got to this level, what has worked for them. It's just a great time. We get you in on Sunday, have all day Monday meetings, and then Tuesday you're done by 10 a.m. and can fly home. And it's always the weekend in March of daylight savings time, and they always put me on the 5 a.m. flight, and that's just awful. But I love going out there to see the agents because it's great. You get a customized real benefits banner that you can keep in your office with an easel. It's a great talking point, or you can take it on any of your appointments. And you get a Gold Eagle hotline that is staffed with the senior most marketers. So you're not going to get someone who just started or has been here for only a couple months. You're going to get someone that has been here for over a year and knows their stuff. Now, over $2 million and above, the more you produce, the more we get back. So the more you produce over $2 million before December 31st, we send out to you marketing dollars to help grow your business. Now, the marketing dollars can be used any way that you see fit. We do have some agents that put on their own client appreciation events, and some people from the home office actually do go out to our agents' client appreciation events and give like a State of the Union address, how the company's doing, and to thank them for their business. So that's one way to use your marketing dollars. And you also earn unvested restricted stock in our company. So you are a part owner of our company once you hit the elite level of 2 million and above. So I strongly encourage you to look at this. There's only 3 months left to qualify. Also at American Equity, we have our convention. We just got back from our 2016 convention on Sunday from Maui, and I will say that was a phenomenal time. We had, with guests, we had over 600 agents and guests and home office staff in attendance there, and it was a fun time. So this one should be even better. It's a family one for the Disney one, and this could be our last one as well with the DOL. And it's going to be over Halloween in Disney World. And one nice feature about our conventions, if you've never been on, especially at Disney, we shut down the park for 2 to 3 hours. One of the parks, last time we went to Disney, it was Harry Potter. So it's all for you. You don't have to worry about standing in line. It's just about you and your family. So to qualify, we have changed it a little. Normally, our qualification period goes from January 1st of this year through June 30th of next year. Well, with the DOL and the first set of rules going into play in April, we did have to shorten the qualification period to March 31st. And it is $3.5 million for you and a guest. Now, if you want to bring additional children, it's $600,000 per child. So the maximum per room is 5 people. So if you have any questions on our convention or Gold Eagle program or anything that I've covered, please contact Scott and his team at IMES or contact us here at the home office at American Equity. And thank you for your time. Scott?
Thank you, Whitney. Great presentation as always. I'm going to take control back and get my PowerPoint up there so everyone can see it. There we go. Do want to thank you again, Whitney. Great presentation. I do have a few questions that came in, and I'm going to launch our final polling question of the morning while we discuss these questions, and basically just asking the individuals if they would like more contracting information and product information from American Equity. If you click yes, we'll get that emailed out to you here this week and hopefully get American Equity added into your offering portfolio. With that being said, had a couple of questions come in on this topic, Whitney, so I don't know what you are allowed to say or not allowed to say on this, but basically looking for commentary from American Equity on the Department of Labor situation.
Okay. With that, currently we are not going to be signing the BIC. So right now we are just waiting to see what the rulings are going to come out with. But with the whole DOL situation, we are thinking of our agents. With that, we are coming up with solutions for qualified money. So right now we have filed with the compact a couple products that will be on the fixed side with a fixed rate, which will be a high rate, because if the DOL does go through, then we will have to do away with our convention and Gold Eagle program. So all that money would go back into our rates and caps. So you may see higher rates, fixed product, and it will have an option to put a bonus on it or no bonus, and it will have an income rider. But the main feature that we are telling agents is right now we are not signing the BIC. That's pretty much all I have. We keep hearing we have weekly briefings from our Renee Montz, who's our chief legal counsel, and she has actually sat in on the first court hearing that took place at the end of August, and we're just waiting to hear what the judge has to say.
Understood. We are expecting a ruling out of Washington here very, very shortly. Chatted with some people.
Oh,
go ahead.
I did hear the one that took place what was it, a week or two ago in Kansas that was heard. Actually, the judge, our lawyers thought that the judge was favoring us more than the government. So we will see what comes out of that one as well.
Absolutely. Everything that we've read about that case has been positive, slanted towards the
Yes.
towards the insurance and the financial industry. We are expecting Washington to rule anytime here. NAFA does have their convention next week in Phoenix, so the assumption is that he will rule prior to their convention, since they are the part of that suit.
And sorry, one more thing about that. What American Equity always keeps our agents up to date on what is going on. So as soon as there's anything that changes with the ruling, American Equity will send out a press release like we did at the beginning when the ruling came out in the early spring. So we will keep all of our agents and marketing groups up to date with what is going on here.
Absolutely. American Equity does a very good job with their communication, so keep your eyes peeled for an announcement or not an announcement, but a notification from American Equity. Last question that came in, Whitney, looking for a recommendation. We mentioned the bonus gold wasn't available in 1010 states and a lot of states. So in those hard to get into states, such as Texas, Ohio, what product from American Equity on the FIA side would you recommend?
The products for the 1010 states that we have actually seen it take off, and actually this product has now cracked the top 10 in this past quarter, is the Foundation Gold. It is a 10-year surrender charge schedule. It has a 7% bonus. Now that bonus is vesting. The only time that bonus comes into play is if your client decides to terminate the policy halfway through. So, but if they're just looking for that guaranteed income, that 7% is already in the contract value counted in that, the death benefit value, and their income account side. So I strongly encourage you to look at Foundation Gold.
Absolutely. And if you would like to see information on the Foundation Gold, please just let me know when we call to follow up. We can certainly get that out for you. With that being said, I don't see any more questions in the box, so I do want to thank Whitney. First of all here, Whitney, thank you for your time today. I know it's a busy week over there, so we do appreciate you joining us. Any parting words for the group before we sign off?
Go Cubs. That's all I got for right now.
I'm not going to touch that one. So to everyone that did take the time to join us here today, I do appreciate you taking 45, 50 minutes out of your day. We know, and American Equity knows, that 45, 50 minutes on a webinar with us is time where you're not out meeting with clients or prospecting for new clients. So we do appreciate you taking the time to join us, and I do look forward to speaking with you all very, very soon. Go out and have a great sales day, everyone.